guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It is actually Christmas morning when I'm filming, so I hope by the time you watch this, you guys had a great holiday and spent time with loved ones. I wanted to focus this video on winter skin, and I've been on a travel rampage, at least for me. I went to LA, then Palm Springs to spend some time with my boyfriend's family, then back to LA to Venice Beach, spent the night at my best friend's house, and then flew to Vegas with my family. So it's just been a lot of dry airplane air and desert conditions, so I'm feeling quite dry. Luckily not breaking out, but I wanted to focus this video on just winter skin and how to help your skin in the morning when you are feeling a little bit dry and dehydrated. So I will just get right into it. I actually already cleansed my skin, and this is what I use to cleanse my skin. This is the Foreo. My best friend Lauren, who I podcast with, actually gave this to me, so thank you, Lauren. But I used that, and I am using the IS Clinical Cleanser at the moment. I just put it in a little travel size container because I just posted this on my Instagram, but I think it's really tempting when we travel to just want to pick up, a few little drugstore travel size items, and we're like, not a big deal. But I think when you travel, your skin is really at its most vulnerable. So I would say you want to really treat it consistently, keep using products that are working for you. I always recommend professional grade products, but I would say always just invest in some little containers, and that way, when you're buying these little products from the drugstore, they're so overpriced for the amount you get. So save yourself a little money and just keep your skincare routine consistent. Okay, so I've cleansed my skin, and I love the little Foreo device because it really just gets under the fine facial hair. It helps drain your lymph because there's a little vibration to it. And I think the cleanse is so important, and most of us without a tool, I think, are kind of rushing through it a little bit. We're splashing water, massaging our face a little bit, and then rinsing it clean. But most of the time, I don't think we spend a full 60 seconds. So that's why I really like a timed device, a Clarisonic, a Foreo, whatever you prefer. This really isn't exfoliation, it's just a little light cleansing, and I'm obsessed with it. I feel like it helps with depuffing as well. So I've cleansed my skin, and I'm gonna go in with the Dermaplus hydrating toner. Of course, put it in a little travel size container. I also just bring this to the gym, so it's really handy for you to just one time put your stuff in it, then you have it ready to go for little weekend trips or traveling or gym. So that's my hydrating toner. I love this because it has hyaluronic acid, and it's really going to help bind moisture to the skin. It has a lot of humectants, so it holds 1,000 times its weight in water to your skin, which we love. And I just want to throw in a few tips for traveling on a plane and your skincare. I just posted on Instagram some little travel tips because I know it's really popular right now to be doing a lot of skincare on airplanes, constantly misting your face and whatnot. And when you apply a toner, you are actually getting your skin wet, and then through the process of osmosis, which we all learned about in high school chemistry, air is looking for moisture literally wherever it can get it, so it's pulling that moisture out of your skin as soon as you wet it. So I would just use your toner morning and nighttime, and then make sure you are going in, use my closed face, make sure you're going in with your other products pretty soon after. And even after you wash your face, you want to get into your routine pretty fast. I say within 60 seconds of getting out of the shower, just so that moisture doesn't have a chance to evaporate, because it is very precious. Okay, I'm going to go in with a little vitamin C. This is by Obagi, and it is a 20% vitamin C. And I am just kind of patting it into the skin. I find this one to be hydrating, but it doesn't break me out, so I really enjoy this vitamin C. It's a nice, good percentage. If you're new to vitamin C, maybe start off with a 10% or a 15%. Find something a little bit more buffered and easier way into it, because it can break some people out. I'm just pressing that into the skin. Vitamin C, super important for your antioxidants, especially getting on a plane. I would apply your vitamin C to provide kind of a shield against all that pollution and whatever is going on in the air. And it's also a little great sun protection. So always close your window shade if you're sitting on an airplane, because that sun exposure is a lot stronger being closer to the sun, and you can get a lot of strong incidental UV exposure as well. I'm just applying a little bit of hyaluronic. This is by Replenix hyaluronic acid. And hyaluronic, again, really like holds that water to the skin. So the name of the game when you are traveling and when you are in dry desert conditions or getting on an airplane, the name of the game is layering. Layering your serums and your hydrating products a little bit more so than usual, just because that air is really pulling everything out and I really notice it. So I've been layering my products more so than I normally would. Sometimes if I create too much of a barrier, I notice I will break out because the oxygen can't get into the skin and it's just too occlusive, so I will break out. I have a little celery juice. I'm treating myself on this vacation. I'm gonna do eye cream next because I like to do it before I do some of my other face products, just because I don't want to put them around the eye area because it can be a little too clogging and cause little milia, those little white dots. So I'm just patting in some eye cream. This is the Dermaplus Vitamin K eye cream, the best eye cream I've ever tried. Such a great gift for like a mom or a friend, because everyone needs eye cream, but sometimes you don't want to buy it for yourself. But this is the best. It is great for depuffing and it's great for fine lines and wrinkles. Really helps with dark circles, which is a thing. The vitamin K really helps support the blood flow, so gets things moving. Sometimes I will even I like to pat it in to start, do a little depotement, but then I like to do a little drainage and work around the eyes because this area really does get very stagnant and I think people are afraid to work around the eyes. You just want to do it gently, make sure you have enough glide. And I will say, along with the not doing your skincare on the airplane, because it again pulls the moisture out and exposes your air to, you know, everything that's going on an airplane, which is not the cleanest environment. So I would say do your skincare before and after, layer up before the plane. And when you land, I would say that's when you can get a little bit more extra. Give yourself a little mini facial at home, exfoliate some of that surface dryness, maybe do a little mask that's going to pull out impurities, and then just focus on hydrating. I also like to, of course, drink a lot of water, but I think a lot of people think drinking water equals hydrated skin. Really only a tiny portion of the water is able to reach your skin cells. So the most effective way to hydrate the skin is really through your topicals. That's why your routine is so important. You have 2 opportunities to improve your skin, morning and nighttime. So I say always make the most of them. Okay, I am going to go in with a little moisturizer. This is a really nice hydrating moisturizer from Preston Skin Center, which is where I go to get my facials. And I like to work in circular motions. Facial massage is, I think, one of the best things you can do, again, after traveling or being on an airplane. I think drinking a lot of water is also good for helping to depuff, but facial massage will really assist in that. If you want to do a little gua sha, that really helps too. And normally I wouldn't do an oil during the daytime, but I just wanted to show you guys this step in case you want want to do it at nighttime. I'm not going to be leaving the hotel today, so I think it's okay. I won't be exposing myself to too much sun, but I would say you don't want to apply an oil in the day for the most part. I'm just feeling exceptionally dry. So in that case, I would say a little light non-comedogenic oil can be really beneficial. I'd say put it on at night kind of as a topper over your moisturizer. That way you get the water from the moisturizer and then your oil can kind of occlude it and seal it all in. I am using a squalane skin oil from Dermaplus and it is the best. And also the reason I wanted to put this on was to show you guys a little facial massage. I really like this Clarisonic head for facial massage. It just kind of gently oscillates, and I bring this thing on all my trips, even though it's so bulky. I'm sure there's something a little bit more convenient to travel with, but I'm just so attached to it, and it just really like hugs the curves in your face, so it contours. Is amazing. You definitely notice a difference in the puff, so whatever it takes to do a little facial massage, I am all for it. You don't want to forget the neck. That is crucial. I'd say actually always start with the neck. So that was my little facial massage. Again, skip the oil in the daytime, use it at night as a topper, as kind of the last step in your routine after moisturizer. I just wanted to kind of show you guys all of the little things I do when I'm traveling. I also like to do a little aloe-based mask for hydration. I keep that in a little travel-sized container, and I like to do that at nighttime as well. And again, you can exfoliate after getting off the plane just to remove some of that surface dryness. Last step for me will just be a little bit of sunscreen. So I feel nice and glowy and dewy for the day. And this just makes a really nice hydrated base for makeup. There is nothing worse than like feeling crusty and cakey and then putting on your makeup and you're like, it looks worse. I could have just not worn it. So this is a really nice hydrating base. I just do a little bit extra hydration, a little bit more emollient and nourishing products when I'm feeling extra dry. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little routine and I hope you had a happy holidays. I love you so much and I will see you in the next video.